I wanted to talk about why Jeremiah was firing rounds at his own brother. Now, first of all, some people are mentioning how, hey, Jeremy, there was that moment in the barbershop when Zach was talking with Tyrone where we kind of panned the camera over and kind of zoomed in on two random customers. Like, do you think those are the guys who were described on Actors Access as like the robbers, or that Big Papa character, the one who's supposed to be shooting at a drug addict? And that's a good theory, but I don't think that's the case, because I had to go back and check out some old videos I did from a while back, and I believe those particular characters aren't supposed to be introduced until late season 3B. So no, it just seems like we just looked over at customers who were noticing the tension between Zach and Tyrone in that moment. So I think it is safe to assume that no, there is no other people in the house that's shooting the gun. It's Jeremiah. It's one of those situations where the reason why he's probably shooting at Zach is mainly due to self-preservation. We don't know if he was shooting directly at Zach or if he was just sending off some warning shots to say, hey, I heard all the commotion downstairs. I know you want me, so you can probably beat my behind, if not kill me, but that's not going to happen. So, hey, bang, 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 get out of here, or that's a wrap for you. And then he jumps down the stairs. I think that even though Jeremiah was still strung out, this is probably one of those moments where even though he was high, he recalls a piece of information that he kind of dismissed at first. Think back to earlier this season when Connie was warning Fatima about how Jeremiah gets when he's high and how he's going to be looking for that money. And from there, Connie told Jeremiah that she wasn't the one handling the life insurance policy. That's going to be Fatima and Zach. And what you need to do is go talk to them. She didn't say they had the money. She just said Fatima and them were the ones to talk to about the money. And then after the situation in the parking garage, when Jeremiah drags his behind back to the neighborhood, that's when Connie and them see him. And then it's like, you lied. It's like, what are you talking about? She ain't had no money. I didn't tell you she had the money. I said, go talk to Fatima and them. Basically showing that when he's high, he only picks up on little things, and things that he might be passive towards, he actually like randomly remembers and is like, wait, so-and-so got the money. Let me go see them. I feel like the same thing is true here, where when you think about episode 7, when Nate and Belinda see Jeremiah, just walking around strung out, and Nate warns him to go hide, and Jeremiah doesn't want to do it. He's like, my brother ain't going to do anything to me. He knows I got a problem. And he's like, yo, you need to hide. He's going to whoop your behind. It's like, he probably going to kill you for what you did to Fatima. So I feel like between that, he probably picked up on some key words. And then later on in the episode 8, when he's at Belinda's house and he's upstairs, and when he goes downstairs to talk, well, semi-listen to Fatima, he probably put 2 and 2 together. And one could argue he probably snapped out of his inebriated state briefly when he just heard his brother downstairs shouting and tearing stuff up, throwing stuff against the wall, beating up his friends. So once Jeremiah, when he heard his brother coming up the stairs, he just knew, it was like, if I don't do something right now, I'm probably going to die. So that's why he fired those shots off. So that's pretty much how I look at it. And no, I'm not defending him in case of, let's say, if he did shoot his brother. Hey, it's self-defense. I mean, technically speaking, it is. But at the same time, I'd hate if that happened. But hey, it is what it is. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Why do you think Jeremiah was firing at his brother? And like I said before, I wouldn't forgive him for that. I mean, even though I was going up, if I were Zach, if I were going up there to beat his behind, it's something he deserved for touching my lady and unborn child. But it's almost like, if your sibling, I've gone through this, if your sibling like eats something that's yours behind your back, and then you go to like confront them about it, and before you can even do anything, because they know you're going to do something, they like hit you in the head with like a toy or something. You want to get back. It's like, oh no, now we got to really going to fight. Like, how do you know I wasn't going to talk to you, but now you're mad because no, it's on now. So the only difference here is lethal. But yeah, it's just one of those things where Jeremiah, nah, it's like, nah, you calling the cops on you, bro. on you, bro. Not to mention the fact that he was firing off those rounds. Because remember, Belinda's like, hey, look, I'm dropping you off 2 or 3 blocks from my house, and you walk Jeremiah there because I don't want nobody seeing me bringing a crackhead into my home. It seems like Belinda probably has some, decent neighbors. So who's to say the cops won't show up in episode 9 because gunshots are heard in one of the houses there? So it just makes me wonder about a lot of things, how are things going to play out, because Belinda said she was calling the cops, but I feel like somebody else is going to call the cops to come over because with all the commotion, something's about to go down. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the subject of why Jeremiah was firing at his brother. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.